is this pickup original 40,000, 42,000 mile pickup? The odometer, has it flipped over or not? I'm going to say, I don't think so. Here's my evidence. Now, normally, people would open up engines, and we will someday. We gotta take a look at the valves. This engine I've not attempted to turn over. I need to pull off the valve covers. Obviously, we'll take a look at the valve train. That'll be one big telltale if this is a lower mileage unit or not, or it should support our case when we do come to that. But there's plenty of other things that we can take a look at that hints that is indeed an original low mileage rig. First of all, spark plug wires. Now, these are Fomocos. There you go. Duraspark. Ford Motor Corporation, Motorcraft. But here's the odd thing. Now let's just assume this pickup has 140,000 miles. I don't believe an old domestic pickup or old domestic vehicle like that would have 1977 wires that came with the pickup still on it if this thing was a 140,000 mile unit. I have never seen a Ford that actually still has its original wires that came from the factory when it was first built. You just can't miss that 1977. I've never seen that before. So even though we have OEM wires, to have it say 1977 on it, I don't know. And these wires look really good. I mean, they're not the burned up side, but they feel nice and smooth. They're not checked or cracked in any way. I mean, these are the original wires. They feel really good, really soft feeling silicone. It's nice and smooth. It's not cracked in any way, shape, or form. I would like to submit that as evidence number one right there, right off the bat. Original wires. Now, we'll have to take the plugs out eventually and check the engine, see if it turns over, and take a look at the valve train. But from what I'm seeing just now, just at the wires, that tells me it's a low mileage unit. Second of all, the pickup in general. Look at the trim. It is hardly dinged up at all. And this is the Ranger Edition, which is a trim level code for this style and year of pickup. Every piece of trim is here. Every piece of trim is here. Look at that. And notice how straight they are. The lines still line up. Now this vintage, usually this rubber piece will start coming out. This is still, the rubber's still fully seated inside of the trim piece. Again, every single piece of trim is here. And on tailgates, usually these get bashed up. You know, you're throwing stuff in there and whatnot, and that's fine. It's a pickup. It's meant for work. That's what it's for, right? But notice how straight that is. Now, I don't know if it's had a camper on it. We have a little bit of a boo-boo here. But again, all the trim, every single piece is here. Even the Ford Trailer Special Edition badge is still here. The trim on these lenses, brake lenses, perfectly straight. They're oxidized, yes, of course, because it's, 40, 50 years old. Going around on the other side, all the trim, bottom, top, around the super cab, window, and all the pieces, it's still all here. And it's in remarkable shape, honestly. The lines still line up on it. For the build quality, that was in 1977, which is was pre-sketched. But again, all of the trim is here. So I like to submit that as evidence. Another piece of evidence, let's see how well these doors open and close. Okay, let's just gently shut this. Let's just gently shut this. No slamming required. It shuts. And it feels pretty secure. This one feels a little bit loose. I think the gasket is just getting worn out. You can see right here the gasket's starting to fold over a bit, but we won't fault that. But again, it shuts easily. The lines, it's an even gap all the way to the very bottom. Let's look at the driver door. Now again, the lines do appear to be good. The gap is ever so slightly smaller on here, but again, build quality in '77, in the 70s in general, was, I don't know what they're doing in the 70s. Well, actually I do, but anyways, you guys, you graybeards know what I'm talking about. So then we're going to open this up and do a shut test. Come on, it just shuts. You don't have to slam it at all. It just shuts. Another thing we can check out is the door pins, door pin hinges. There is no slack in these door pins. These door pins are rock solid. I can actually move the pickup up and down. There's no slop in those door pins. Those door pins are tight. 140,000 miles, there should be a little bit of sloppage at the very least. These, no. There is no slop. Zero sloppage on the door pins whatsoever. Definitely a low mileage. Armrests. These usually wear out. This one's just been mold and moss and just ucky stuff. It needs to be cleaned up, but it is all here. Looking at the service rig. Still haven't named it. I don't know what I'm going to name it. Mine's got like 300,000 miles on my jalopy. I don't even have one on this side. Now the passenger side, I got mine on there, but that's because there's no passengers out right over there, so it never gets used. But yeah, this thing's got 300,000 miles. I don't even have an armrest. Door panels themselves are in smashingly good shape. Both of them. Absolutely good condition. The fake paint or whatever, it's starting to peel here, but remember, 40 plus years old, don't knock it. It's just naturally going to deteriorate on its own. And of course the door on the other side, look at that door panel. That door panel's just, I don't know about the pads, but we can probably easily reuse the rest of it. Clean them up, scrub them up, put some vinyl protectant on it. Looks like this trim is this trim has actually started to shrink. But again, the trim's all there. This is the glove box. The Ranger XLT badge is proudly displayed. A little bit faded, but still all there. And of course we got factory air conditioning, which is why these vents are here. And again, trim is all here. No one has even bothered to replace the stereo because that is the Ford's original aerotronic, however you pronounce that, radio, push button. It does have AM and FM. Fantastic. And the way you select that is just the slider. And there's our factory heat and HVAC, if you will. And for those who don't know, that's how you switch your fuel. There's your fuel switch. Now we look at the instrument gauge cluster. The needles look good. They still got plenty of color themselves on them. Honestly, these gauge sets look really good. This cluster looks really good. Brake pedal itself, very little to no wear. Now, yes, you can buy reproduction ones that look pretty close to the original, but to be honest, I don't know. That's not a 140,000 mile pedal. We should see something. We should see at least a little bit more wear on that. As for the gas pedal, we have very minimal wear, just right in here. The rest, it still has the traction pad texture on it, so your feet don't slip. It has it all the way up to here, and all the way down to here as well. That pedal, in my opinion, does not have a lot of wear in it. Also, I found this little humdinger. Check this out. So what we have here is from Rasmussen Ford Mercury out of Storm Lake, Iowa. So that's the original dealership. where this came from. February 5th, 1994, I had an oil change at 13,000 miles. Now, it could be 130,000 miles, or no, that'd be 113,000 miles. It could be 113,000 miles, in all honesty. There's a chance, but what are the chances we actually find something like this? I don't know. Something to think about. There's the original seats. That's the driver's side. There's a little bit of wear right there, but nothing else is faded out whatsoever. Now, it may not look good as it did in 77, but honestly, most of the time that seat right there will be either torn, sagging, or in the case of my truck, you have a blowout on it. But we don't have that here. We have a rip starting it right there. But the seat, you think that's a 113,000 mile seat? Not to mention both buddy seats or jump seats are here, and they're actually pretty well intact for being as old as they are and original they are. They are definitely intact. Yeah, I'll submit that for evidence as well. Looking at the glove box, got a set of keys. Well, that's not the ignition key, but oh, we got another service. Oh, we got another service notification here. Oh, nope, there goes that theory. 84, 59,000 miles. Let's take a closer look. So here we have both of them. The new one I found, 8th of 84. Oil change done at 59,000 miles. So in 94, 113,000 miles. And now the truck currently sits at about 142,000. So we can safely say it's got 142,000 miles on it. It definitely only rolled over once. There's no way this could have gone over 200,000.
All right, now for something fun and irritating all at the same time, other than myself. You guys just pipe on down now. The Marty Auto Works report. Now, what this report is, it basically shows us, we can order this report up. It shows when the pickup was made, what the statistics are, the door plate information, which dealer it came from, what equipment came with said vehicle, and all that good fun stuff. Now, here's the catch. If you take a look here, we have a little copyright disclaimer from Marty Auto Works. Okay? And it says, the material contained in this report is copyrighted. Goody. The production data may not be used without written permission of Ford Motor Company and Marty Auto Works. And they do have a contract, I believe, with Ford Motor Company to legally do this. The data is not available from other sources, so the appearance of it in a published form by other authors or publishers without said written permission will result in prosecution under applicable laws. Yowzers. However, in our case, it does say, at the very last line, single statistics may be quoted when accompanied by the statement, statistics courtesy of Marty Auto Works and copyrighted. So we're going to break this truck down as far as how many were made and how few of them actually came with all the equipment, as you'll see, of X amount, only this came with this package, this engine, and only X have this package, only to get down to a very, very small number production that was made for these things. It's confusing, yes. So here is the report, all nice and blurry. I'd love to show you guys, but they say it's copyrighted, so I'm kind of hosed. So we just roll the punches. So and here's page 2, and this is where some of the statistics are going to be coming from. So without further ado, here we go. This statistic courtesy of Marty Auto Works and copyrighted. In 1977, for the F-Series pickups, approximately 31,000 were the F250 Super Cab pickup trucks. Of them, statistic courtesy of Marty Auto Works and copyrighted. 13,000 of them came with the big block 460 engine. Fantastic. Statistic courtesy of Marty Auto Works and copyrighted. Of those 13,000 that were the F250 Super Cabs with the Ford 460 of them, only 49 of them for 1977, 49 of them were painted chrome yellow / Wimbledon white. Wimbledon. Do you hear that, sort of, George? Your beloved country is mentioned in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So for the next statistic, which is, of course, courtesy of Marty Auto Works and copyrighted. Thank you, Marty. Love your work. 11 of them had tan cloth / Vinyl Ranger XLT bench seats. Okay. So there's not a whole lot of. There's only 11 allegedly, according to the Marty report. Said that there's only 11 of these out there that actually have this combination of all of these combinations. Now, there's even one more line, and as we all well have established, this statistic courtesy of Marty Auto Works and copyrighted. There was only one of these pickups that were the Super Cab that came with the 460, that had the chrome yellow Wimbledon white, that had the tan cloth Vinyl Ranger XLT bench seats. Only one of them was equipped with a heavy-duty rear spring. And then it says right below it the VIN number / serial number. That's what they were at the time. That VIN number is that F-Series pickup. Okay, you see right there on the lower leaf spring, okay, the bottommost spring, you see how fatter that spring is? That's your heavy-duty spring that the report is showing you. So it's kind of nuts to believe that there is only one equipped with these. Now, if I turn over to page 1, was a slightly more colorful flavor. Now, these are not statistics. These are just vehicles. This is just the vehicle that was equipped with these following features. This is not statistics. So we can at least audibly report these. So it said it had regular and deluxe two-tone paint, equipped with power steering, the original 9.5 by 16.5, 8-ply rated black wall sidewall tires, heavy-duty towing package trailer special. Okay, so it does say on here it's supposed to be a trailer special, and that badge matches up on the tailgate. Perfect. Speed control, yes, this does have factory cruise control before it burned down to the ground. Air conditioning, yes. Sliding rear window, yes. And that sliding rear window, I think in 76 or 77, that was the first year for sliding rear windows on Fords, if memory serves me correctly. AM/FM radio, yes, it still has the factory AM/FM radio. Center-facing rear seats. Now, that's what I call the jump seats. Ford call them center-facing rear seats, so that's pretty cool. Visibility group, which I assume would be the bigger side mirror, door mirrors. Tinted glass, obviously that's for the windshield up top. Midship fuel tank with standard tank, heavy-duty rear springs, and Ranger XLT package. And yes, this was sold to the Ford dealership in Storm Lake, Iowa. That is confirmed on the report. The order was received October of 76, and it was built in December of 76 and sold on December 11th of 76. So order received to time built is really only like a month or two, a couple of months, month and a half. They built them pretty fast. And just for fun, I'll add in that it was built at the Kansas City plant and came through the Omaha district sales office. Pretty cool piece of history we got on here. Thank you, Marty.
I thought originally it would have been low mileage. It's still lower mileage, 142,000 miles. That's still not bad. I'll definitely take that. But no, she's had some life put into her, which is good. Honestly, I debate about even throwing this video up, but showing some of that pieces of history on it. I figured it'd be fun for you guys anyways. I was really hoping it'd be a low mileage 40,000 mile rig, but there's your evidence. Plain and white, black and white, or black and blue. Yellow and white, black and blue, I don't know. But there it is right on the paper. So at least we can confirm to a fair certainty it's at 142,000 miles. There's no way this thing is a 242,000 mile rig, not with the trim being all intact and the gas pedal not being worn out. There's no way. So I'm going to call it, this pickup is sitting at 142,000 miles. I'm really impressed though that those wires still say 1977 on them. I'm really impressed. I don't know what the plugs look like, but if this has 142,000 miles on it, those plugs, they should be worn out, way the heck worn out, because platinum was not a thing back in the day. Oh, that's really incredible, isn't it? Anyways, leave your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. Just a quick little video for you all. We'll see you later. Man, I was really hoping those wires would have told us a different story. Armrests. Even though this is corroded and armrests. I got one on the other side, but that never gets used. So we got to figure out, or rather we, usually when they roll over, a little bit misaligned. Now, that two's a little bit out of place. As for the gas pedal, this right here is, what'd you call it? Anti-slip bubbles or grips. Tire grip. So an original vehicle that even though, well, I thought probably won't be any bloopers because, well, to be honestly, after discovering this whole thing was a blooper to me.
Can we record like this? Maybe a little bit better? Let's go main mix up to half. Is that better? Audio. Testing 1, 2, 3. The tape on the deck goes round and round, round and round, round and round. Is it going right in the GIF? The GIF, whatever you want to call it? Oh, I don't know. Yes, this is filler content because I don't know if I have enough bloopers at the end. I'm so hosed. I don't think my channel's going to go anywhere, but you know, we'll just keep going forward, I guess. Not onward and upward, just onward, maybe downward. Ooh, there we go. I'll see you guys later.